All right, now the preliminaries are just about set, so we go to our ring announcer, Anthony Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 177 pounds and have a professional fight record of 45 wins, 8 defeats. 15 of those wins came by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nick Cara. And his opponent, he stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in at 180 pounds. He has a professional fight record of 100 wins, 7 defeats. 61 of those wins came by way of knockout. From Compton, California, he calls himself the Black Butterfly, Manson Gibson. Your referee for this bout will be Cecil Peoples.
But I want to remind you to obey my commands at all times. Keep your hands up, protect yourself. Any questions?
All right, they get the final instructions. Fight sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. 10-point must scoring. Scoring done by 3 judges, as you know. All the kicks are legal, except for the spine and the crotch.
Ready, sir?
3 knockdown rule is in effect.
Manson?
There's no standing 8 count.
Ready, Manson?
Knees, elbows, feet, kicks to the head, all legal. Holding and hitting and holding and kneeing, also legal. This is round 1. Gibson in the multicolored trunks, primarily white, and in the gold trunks, the yellow trunks, the red trunks, Nick Cara. Cara going right away with that elbow. But you get the idea this is going to be a tough match right away. The opening seconds here, Duke.
Absolutely. It's going to be a wild matchup.
Gibson is 2 inches taller. Their weight's the same at 180. And Gibson is 40 years old. He's fought 3 decades. Look at these wild spins. And they kick right back there, right on top of him. And Gibson hangs on to stop him from those wild kicks.
Well, I think it's going to be a test of might with Cara versus the wild style, the finesse, the trickery of Manson Gibson. You see, he does a lot of different things that we haven't seen tonight.
Now, what is that kick called?
That was the side kick.
Remember the side? Look at the elbow inside by Cara. Cara's roughhousing it inside with elbows one way. Knee inside. He grabbed the head, came the high knee to the face. Wild elbow to the left side of the head of Gibson. Boy, Gibson's got his head full.
Absolutely, but he's a game fighter. I've seen him in this position before. He likes to play possum. Like there. He likes to fly into those wild moves.
Look at that. He did. That's exactly what he was doing. Drawing him in and then all of a sudden reverse elbow. Which,
my brother fought Manson twice. I mean, he's beat him twice, but it was the toughest fights of his career, he said.
Well, that must be something to be said because in 100 victories, Gibson's only had 7 losses. 2 of those were against a fella by the name of Rufus, at least the last name anyway.
Rick Rufus. They were great fights. Rick said he was the hardest guy ever to fight because you can't figure him out.
Well, this is the roughest of the 3 fights that we've seen so far tonight. These guys, of course, they're bigger, so you can almost feel the blows when those elbows land.
Absolutely. Good back kick attempt. Nice hook.
Yeah, good left hand that time by Gibson. Gibson is cagey now that I watched him for a couple more seconds. He picks the guy up, trying to show some power, trying to dump Cara on his back. Cara's a game guy, though. See, he holds nice high kick that time. It was almost like a karate kick, wasn't it?
Yeah, see, his background is Jeet Kune Do Kung Fu. Bruce Lee's Kung Fu. He uses his style. He's awkward. He does a lot of different things. He's spinning. How do you spar for a guy like this? He brings stuff out of nowhere.
I see what you mean, too, because it looked to me like he was getting ready to throw a reverse kick, and all of a sudden he goes with the reverse elbow. I was looking down at his feet, bang, the elbow is right on top of Nick Cara. Boy, Cara has got his hands filled, although he's very aggressive himself. But the cage, yeah, go ahead.
He also uses a back fist great. He kicks or spins in the back of his hand. That's one of his best moves. Interesting story about his shorts. Those are the shorts of the last Thai opponent he knocked out here in Las Vegas. He kind of collected them like a scalp, I guess.
All right, the Bell Ends round 1, an interesting round, a very tough round. Not as wild action as with the smaller guys, but very hard action.
Your main event is after this bout. Your main event will be after this bout.
All right, this Kid Cope coming up as our main event of the evening. Kid, of course, a very popular kid from Las Vegas. I did both of his professional boxing matches, and that's Kid. And he's the main event fighter tonight in the light heavyweight division. He'll be taking on Clint Hale, both guys in over 170 pounds. Kid Cope. He tried professional boxing and he said, no, I like this a lot better, so he's sticking to Muay Thai now. Coming up to round number 2. Who did you like in that first round? I thought Carroll was busier in the very early going, and then there was some toss-up by Gibson, but Gibson landed some powerful shots too.
I think that Gibson landed the bigger telling blows. It's all a matter of for aggressiveness or technicality, how they're going to score it. I would give it to Gibson myself.
All right, here we go. Round number 2. It's scheduled for 5 rounds. It's a reverse kick. Now look at Gibson trying to pick it up here. It's very noticeable, the aggressiveness and the speed of these great big guys. The judges, by the way, who do the official scoring, Dick Houck, Dalby Shirley, and Nelson Hamilton. Nick Carey in the gold, fellow with the long pants and the white trunks, Manson Gibson. Gibson will come at you from all kinds of angles. He likes the high kick. He has that karate kung fu background, a high kick, kind of lightning taken right on top of his Carroll. Carroll landed a short right hand inside, but didn't do any damage. Get an idea when they're in tight that both guys are tough, and they're trying to make a statement of toughness when they're in there too, pushing the head back.
Well, I think that Akira's trying to use his youth. Manson's an older fighter. He's been around a while, and you can see in the grappling sometimes he's gaining, he's taking a longer time to break. He's trying to use the clock to his advantage.
He threw a couple of elbows and didn't get through. The knee did get through. Gibson, I don't know whether he's playing possum or not, but he's taking some punishment in here. Real strong elbows to the side of that. Look at these elbows here.
I don't think Gibson can stay there much longer. These elbows are not a place you want to stay in there. He doesn't need to fight Carroll in a telephone. That's the best advantage for Nick Carroll.
Carroll would love it too. He nailed it with a couple of elbows, and then, folks, did you notice the way he tried to kick out the left angle of Gibson, get him off balance, and really come down with a real slashing elbow? I think that's what he wanted to throw anyway, it appeared to me. But Gibson is a cagey, tough guy to fight. I see what you mean about it. Hey, wow! Wow, that reversed.
He comes out of nowhere.
You never know with him. You think he's hurt. I mean, at his age, I suppose that's the way you got to fight.
He's done that his whole career, though. That's been the key to his success. Like I said, he's similar to Prince Nassim Hamed. He's got a different style, and he's hard to fight. Nice counter, though.
Boy, Carroll loves to throw these elbows. He's thrown about 4 or 5 in there. Nothing is landed. There's a high kick to the head. Didn't quite get there. Meanwhile, Gibson is landing close to the body of Nick Carroll. Carroll is very aggressive, but remember his effective aggressiveness. And in that whole flurry, the only punch that was landed was an inside right-hand body shot by Gibson. Well, although it looked like Carroll was beating the daylights out of him.
Well, get back to our earlier match before with the women's match, boxing versus, or rather kickboxing versus Muay Thai. We're seeing the difference right now. The Muay Thai fighters are rolling over the kickboxing fighters. They've got some different strikes, but the Muay Thai is sticking to basics and slamming home the power shots.
Nice high kicks as that reverse elbow again attempted. Instead it ended up a reverse fist, it looked like, by Gibson. Manson Gibson is a slick guy. Well, why wouldn't he be? He's got 100 victories, only 7 defeats, 2 draws, closing seconds now of the second round. This is a very interesting fight with very powerful shots. There's a reverse spin again and a high kick inside with the boxing as the bell ends round number 2. Boy, we've seen a lot of different things in this fight that we didn't see in any of the previous fights, and I like what I'm seeing. I like this fight.
Absolutely. I mean, this guy, the only thing you know for sure about Manson Gibson, you're not going to know what he's going to do. I've always liked Manson's style. He's very surprising. He's very cagey. He's a seasoned veteran.
We'll show you a spin move here that doesn't quite land, but he's using them.
Those type of moves will frustrate you all night because here you think he's in front of you, he's spinning behind you. I mean, he's a tricky guy. I've never seen a fighter get the beat on him. I've never seen a guy knock him out yet. He's beaten some of the best in the business.
This is Nick Carey you're looking at. I gave Carey that last round because I thought he landed more blows. He missed a lot of blows, but I thought he landed more. Gibson was more spectacular at times. He might have had more power. But that's how I scored it anyway. I don't know how you saw it.
Well, he went to work with the elbows early on and the knees. I mean, he's accumulating the points. Also, I think it's going to set its pace, or the toll later in the fight. It's going to wear Manson Gibson down when he continues that game plan.
Well, that's what he's trying to do. Any significance to the long pants being worn by Gibson? Is that any advantage?
No, not at all. It's just old school martial arts. He's representing martial arts by wearing pants. But Manson's always a character.
Kara, meanwhile, while all that's going on, tries to land elbows inside. Man, he loves to throw the short elbows, doesn't he?
Absolutely. I mean, he's a big, strong guy. The leverage of his body on him is going to help out as well.
Hard low kick that time by Manson Gibson. Gibson hangs on now. He wants to dump this guy. Boy, this referee says some peoples. He knows what he's doing in there, too. And he's not afraid to use that huge body of his to get in between these guys to separate them.
Nice back kick. You don't know. He's been fake and spun around. Cecil Peoples is doing a great job. Very physical referee.
You need to be more so. Oh, there's a high knee. One in the front of the thigh, then a nice high kick to the right side of the body of Manson Gibson. Gibson tries to time him. Oh, my God. He got it right on top of the thigh, and then one time, as he was spinning away at the head of the back of the leg, you're talking about giving a guy a Charlie horse. I think he might have done a little bit of damage to that left leg of Gibson. I don't know.
Well, those knees are so hard. If you've never been kneed or feel the knee, it's a very blunt object to strike with, especially with the legs and the body. Anyway, look at this. He's doing his rainbow Olympian dance. I don't know what's going on.
Well, he comes with kind of a backhander upstairs, but not a lot of power to it. But there was power to that kick. Kind of that high karate kick. He likes that side kick. He kicks downstairs, ducks underneath the oncoming Dick Carroll, who's beginning to show a bit of fatigue. He's worked very hard upstairs and has forced the pace of the fight. Both guys should be showing some fatigue now, but Carroll really appears to be sucking wind.
Absolutely. Manson's style, that's what he wants to do. He wants to take a guy who's a conventional fighter and wear him out.
Boy, these knees that he's getting on the thighs,
All right,
the back of the
stop,
legs
step
of
back,
Gibson's
step
on.
back.
I don't know how anybody's legs can hold up to that. You see just a little bit of a limp, but it doesn't seem to bother him a whole lot. Moves, shifts the right shoulder in, now the left shoulder out, looking for a high kick, reverse spin that time, a double spin that time.
Absolutely.
That's another thing I haven't seen. Well, you know, I do like, it seems like when I call a boxing match, I've done over 10,000 fights in my career, but I always see something, somehow on every show that I haven't seen before. Does that happen in Muay Thai as well?
Absolutely. You look for that one technique that we never see. That's the beauty, especially at Muay Thai. There's 8 more chances to hit than just boxing, too. Carroll's got to keep his attack up, though. He can't give Manson Gibson the room to do his game. If he gives him room, Manson look great. He'll make you look bad. He's got to come out strong.
And I think that he did make it look bad. In fact, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, I thought Gibson stole that round. Even though Carroll was busy, I thought that Gibson did more.
Absolutely. He picked that round up. He did a good job of, you know, he's a seasoned veteran. He's been around. And I thought, you know, Nick has got to stay on top of him. That's what he said in the interviews, that he was going to pressure Gibson. He's in shape. He spent the training session, went from Melbourne to Pattaya, Thailand to train.
Well, I tell you, we're looking in the corner now of Manson Gibson, but now across the way, look how hard Carrot is trying to get oxygen into those lungs. He's breathing very, very heavy, and has been since he sat down.
Yeah, his trainer Ron Power's really trying to get him going. There he is sucking. I think he needs to keep the pace. That's what is going to keep him winning rounds. He can't give Manson the room to do what he does.
All right, this is round number 4, scheduled for 5. This is our co-feature coming up. Kit Cope and Clint Hale after this one. But this one's far from over. Big, wild left hook that time, landed by Gibson. Gibson catches him with a light elbow to the right side of the head. Had him a little bit off balance, but Kara says, come on, give me some more. Kara stands in front, does that reverse kick again. That hit, wow, look how high that kick.
That's called the axe kick. Bringing the kick down and slamming him with the heel.
Now, where is he trying to hit him with that? Just any place?
Top of the head, on the neck, on the nose, on the mouth, anywhere you can catch him.
And this guy really does have the ability. And that is from karate now with a high kick like that.
A lot of martial arts. Taekwondo, karate, kung fu, a lot of different martial arts use the axe kick.
Boy, if you weren't ready for that thing comes down crashing on top of your head, doesn't it?
Not a lot of fighters can throw it successfully. Manson Gibson can pull it off.
Boy, he pulls off some unusual things. That time the side kick got through, snapped the head around, and Kara, Nick comes in, crowd getting impatient. That time Kara throws him, it's an off-balance sort of thing. Oh, was there a punch behind it? No, he's not counting.
I think Manson's just using the clock. He's a smart fighter.
Another thing, age 40, don't forget, is Manson Gibson.
You don't stay in the game this long if you don't know all the tricks.
And that's a perfect trick. He grabbed himself about 10 seconds off the clock and able to get some wind in while he was down and totally under control. A nice side kick again with a reverse angle into the left side of the rib cage of Nick Kara. Nick stands in front of him. You get the idea that Gibson has got some more slick moves for him. And Kara, that not only was he off balance, but that's a bit of exhaustion there too in that leg because he has worked so hard during the course of the fight. He hasn't thrown as many elbows, but part of the reason for that is that Gibson's doing such a good job of those side kicks and keeping him off here in this last round and a half, really.
Absolutely. He's doing a good job. He's understanding the distance. He knows Nick's strengths are on the telephone booth tactics with the knees and elbows. The more he stays in the way, the better he's going to do. He's smart. He uses the ring, uses the distance. Nick needs to fake, get inside, move in on him, keep the full court press going.
Nick Kara in the yellow trunks. Manson Gibson decked out in the multicolored with the long pants on. You heard Duke say that those pair of trunks that he's wearing is from the last one that he knocked out in the first leg. The crowd wants more action. Gibson trying to, I suppose, pace himself a little bit more. Don't forget he's 20 years of age, over 100 fights. When the crowd wants to see a knockout, the vicious one at that, in the closing seconds of the fourth round. But you know something? I still think that Gibson, in spite of the way he's paced this round, he's shown the ring generalship. I think he won this round.
Absolutely, he won it. And Nick Kara, he's showing his fatigue a little bit too. They need to get the fire lit in his corner to get him going if he's going to win this fight.
Well, in my opinion, Kara really needs to win the fifth round, and he might need to score a knockdown if he's going to win this fight. Gibson is really, really classy fighter, though. He knows exactly what he's doing in there.
Absolutely. I mean, he's fought on almost every continent except Antarctica. This guy's a globetrotter. He's beaten guys and retired more guys than Social Security. He's a tough customer. He knows how to fight.
This one, they called it a slipping. He was off balance, but he took the opportunity to stay down for a while anyway.
Just a smart guy. The Dalai Lama says know the rules so you know how to break them.
All right. I'm Bob Sheridan. Working with me is Duke Rufus. You're watching Muay Thai boxing from Las Vegas, Nevada. Glad that you could be with us. Master Toddy has put together a terrific card here tonight. I'm getting an education. Maybe many of you boxing fans that are tuned in are getting the same education. I know you Muay Thai boxing fans love the action to see. The Knockout Sports Network. We're glad that you can be with us here. Inside kicks by Kara to get things going. He'd like to land a few elbows to see if he can get Gibson off his fight plan. Gibson, the cagey, crafty veteran with high kicks, has been able to hold Kara off the last couple of rounds. Meanwhile, I think he's winning those last couple of rounds too. Kara inside wants to get high kicks to the rib cage. Gibson actually wants to get high knees in there, doesn't he?
And I think elbows. I think he hasn't hurt Manson's legs yet. We're in the last round. He's not going to stop him with a low kick. He needs to go for the head. He's got a head on and go for the KO or the body KO. The legs aren't going to do it right now. He's got to go for the KO. He's got to go for both. Good kick, don't grapple. He's got a knee.
Yeah, he had two good low kicks in that series, but Gibson seems to know how to position himself to hold the guy up. He just lines up the shot, and he comes back, throws a good left hand to hold Kara off him. Guys exchange kicks. I think that Kara's probably got the better of the power kicks in this round so far. But Gibson is a crowd pleaser that the high kicks, they have to steal the first rounds on the judge's scorecard. If you see a guy kicking like that, he's able to hold Kara off.
That's the thing. He's not letting Kara fight his fight.
Why isn't Kara like grabbing that trying to drive it back?
That's a hard kick
I see.
to grab.
Yeah.
And he knows he's grabbing, he'll change the height, so it's harder to grab. He'll go lower or higher.
Oh, look at that. There's a reverse spin again. Instead of going with the elbow, he came with the fist that time. Kara looks pretty exhausted. He's kicked in the ribs. He got off a pretty good front kick of his own that kind of caught the back of the leg of Gibson, but Gibson at the same time was countering with a kick of his own, which actually took Kara down. Kara kicking behind the leg. This is about the fourth or fifth good kick behind the leg. Unusual spinning tactics again by Gibson. Gets high, gets that left leg that time up. It's primarily the right leg he gets in, but every once in a while they get that left leg up there to keep Kara off pace. Kara's talking to Gibson. Gibson bounces away, covers himself up. Kara comes to the elbow that time.
I just think that Manson, he's a hard guy to fight. He's smart, he's got the experience. That's why he's where he's at. He's fighting professionally for 3 decades.
You know, he's paced himself perfectly. He's the older guy. You'd think that he'd be out of breath. Kara, who worked so hard in the early going, throwing those great elbows, and doesn't be hard. Just the heel of the foot up against the ribs of Kara. And Gibson may have started this match from the 3rd round on. It's really been Gibson, the showier fighter, landing heavier blows. That's the first shot at the bell.
I think that Manson Gibson, his style is all about patience. He'll hit you once and stay away, stick and move. I don't think it's a fans fight, but it works for Manson. When his back kicks land, they're spectacular.
Well, there was some exceptional things we saw in there. A lot of heavy, nice elbows in the early going by Kara, and then all kinds of high-kicking movement that we haven't seen throughout the course of the night. So, I mean, for people that are watching at home, they're certainly getting the opportunity to see all kinds of things in this fight.
Absolutely. It was an interesting bout to see someone who's mastered different martial arts and their style, like Manson Gibson. He's one of the very few guys who have been able to defeat the Muay Thai style with the kickboxing or martial arts style.
I watch the legs here in use here.
They both exchange kicks, hard kicks. Manson again, he's so good side kick again, pushing him off. Look at it, he keeps that distance. Manson's just so good at keeping his distance, not getting hit. That's the key to his victory, controlling the distance in the game.
And he's very clever the way he waited for Kara to come in before he comes up with that and added to the power of it. Okay, we're set for the decision, so let's go up to our ring announcer, Anthony Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, too late. Manson, let's go.
And the winner, fighting out of the red corner, Kara!
They gave that one to Nick Kara, so evidently Nick did enough on the judges' scorecard to be busy enough in the early going to offset those high kicks and showing kicks of Manson Gibson. They gave it to Nick Kara. Well, it was one of those fights.
Well, I can't argue that because, you know, Manson, he's a spoiler. You're either going to like his style or you're not. I don't think he outfought him. He outmaneuvered him. And you have to see what the judges are looking for. Tonight, all the other fighters have fought straight up.